Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm here with a Modern League, and I am excited to get into this one. This deck is pretty sweet. Playing the new Modern Horizons 2 card RAGAVAN. I'll get into all the card choices and everything in a second. Let me shout out my channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. Link in the description below to go to the channel, check it out. You can also subscribe. There's a link there. Really appreciate it if you subscribe, throw a like on this video, helps me out. If you want to support my channel, if you like my content, go ahead and do that. If not, no big deal, don't do it. I don't care. Okay. And also, big shout out before I get into it to Card Hoarder, sponsor for this video, and they gave me the cards I need to play this sweet deck. So shout out to them. Thank you so much. Go check out Card Hoarder if you're interested in a Magic the Gathering online rental service. It's been great. I have been really liking it. You seem to be able to get the versions of cards you want. They seem to have everything in stock. So loving it. Go check it out. Pretty cool. Okay, now, what is this deck? This is mono red Prowess basically in modern. Not too far off of just like what you would expect from a mono red Prowess build, but there is a bunch of things different. And let me get into those. So I came to this deck when I thought, okay, a lot of the best decks in modern right now are just capitalizing on Urza's Saga, so I want to play a Blood Moon deck. And then I was like, I can play, green red Ponza or whatever the typical Blood Moon decks are. But then I was thinking, well, I want to play like a red deck with like four Ragavans, four Blood Moons. So that's where I started. And I was just like, what's a good shell to just like be a Ragavan plus Blood Moon deck? I mean, this is insane. Turn one Ragavan on the play. They go like land just like tapped or whatever. They play a cantrip, and then you just hit with Ragavan, make a treasure, and then just cast turn two Blood Moon out of Prowess. That seems insane. This gets value. It's a 1 mana 2/1 dash. This card is just insanely good. And again, I think Blood Moon's well positioned right now. It's good against the ramp decks, good against the Saga decks. So that's where I started. And then I thought, well, Prowess seems like a perfect fit. And just by making some changes to Prowess, it seems like a nice spot to be. And I did really want to play Obosh as well. I think that's a good spot, like in the meta. Just especially, it's good with the Ragavan as well. You're getting treasures. Hopefully, you're getting treasures, and then you can use the extra mana to get Obosh and play it, which is really good. I also wanted to play Lurrus, but you can't play Lurrus with Blood Moon, so that's why I just ended up going mono red. Plus, mono red is good with Moon itself, obviously. So there's that. The other big difference between this deck and the typical Prowess decks, well, there's a couple of them, but also playing the new Modern Horizons 2 card Dragon Rage Channeler. This one's actually kind of making waves. 1 mana 1/1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, surveil one, and then Delirium, the biggest part of the card. If there are four or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+2, has flying, and attacks each turn if able. So we don't have Mishra's Bauble, but we are playing some concessions in order to try to Delirium this. Playing these fetch lands to put lands in the graveyard. But we have Bomat Couriers, so an artifact can go to the graveyard. And of course, we just have a bunch of creatures that can go to the graveyard, a bunch of instants. One Tarfire, just as like an instant that's a shock that also has tribal basically, so that counts an extra thing for Delirium. And then we don't have that many sorceries, but it's hard to get good sorceries in this deck, but we still do have 5 sorceries. Not sure how hard this is going to be to turn on. I guess we'll see. But we have a fair number of card types. And then triple season Pyromancer. I probably would want 4. I'm going to try 3 here. Sometimes they get clogged in your hand, and I thought 3 would be fine. But one cool thing about this deck is now we have 18 1-drop creatures. So we're almost always going to have at least a 1-drop creature to start on, where the other Prowess decks struggled to get to 12. I'm just playing all these extra creatures. So yes, we have less spells to trigger Prowess, but playing a turn 1 Ragavan is going to eat a removal spell, and then my Soulscar Mage and Swiftspear is going to survive, or at least more likely to survive. And then our card advantage, of course, is like Pyromancer, Light Up the Stage, Bomat Courier even. The other card I'm trying out is Unholy Heat, so a whole lot of new Modern Horizons 2 cards. This card just consistently, from what I've heard from people, just overperforms. I haven't really played with it yet, but it's 2 mana instant, deal 2 to a creature or planeswalker, key planeswalker. And then Delirium, it deals 6 damage instead. So This is just so good. We have these 7 Delirium cards, and then it might be hard to turn on Delirium, but having this be Surveil 1 whenever you cast a non-creature spell, that should help us get to Delirium itself. And then this Scrying, I mean, we're kind of like a mono red mid-range deck, but look at like how many of our spells cost 1 mana. I know this is Spectacle 1, but we should be able to Spectacle it pretty consistently. Like so many of our spells cost 1 mana, but at the same time, we're just like a decent mid-range deck. So this deck seems sweet, seems good. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited to get into this league. Go over the sideboard real quick. Really simple, just a bunch of non-basic land hate and triple a quad Molten Rain, quad Shattering Spree. I think this card's really well positioned also against Urza Saga because you can kill if they make 2 Karn and get the artifact, you can just easily kill all 3. So I think Shattering Spree is really well positioned right now. Also good to have against Affinity. And then Quad Relic, 2 return. This is kind of awkward with Bomat Courier and Ragavan, but all of our other creatures, I guess not Pyromancer, but all of our other 1-drops survive return. But I just really like this card at answering random like pro red creatures like Core Firewalker and the new pro red black thing and just stuff like that. So I do like return, and then of course the Obosh, and that's the deck. Let's get into let's get into round one. Let's go. All right, round one. Let's reveal our companion Obosh. No companion for our opponent. Not keep this hand. This hand's fantastic. We got the Ragavan Blood Moon draw. We're on the draw though, but if we hit with Ragavan, we can just Blood Moon on 2 still. All right, looking good. I'm going to Ragavan on 1. We didn't come here to not Ragavan on 1. That's what we're trying to do. Are they going to Stoneforge Mystic? But yeah, this is interesting because we don't really have spells here. I wonder if they cast Stoneforge, if I just attack with Ragavan into the Stoneforge. Probably. Smallpox. Well, that's a blowout. But I could just play a Dragon Rage Channeler next turn. That was pretty crazy. Oh no, I get to, yeah, I can play a 3/3 Channeler next turn still. So I discard a Blood Moon because it costs 3 mana. And then I sack both my things. So that was a really good Smallpox. So this is just a Grief deck. It looks like Grief Ephemerate. Okay, there's a land. So let's just go 3/3 Channeler go. Oh. Oh yeah, I need 4 card types. Never mind. Nice. But if I draw any non-creature spell, like any burn spell, I can just turn it on. Ooh, do they have another Smallpox? No, but they have a Stoneforge for Batterskull. That's kind of a problem. We just got wrecked by this. They reveal Batterskull, and we have nothing to combat that right now. Damn. That Smallpox just wrecked us. I mean, we just needed to be on the play here. It would have been totally different. I mean, maybe they had a removal spell, maybe not. It's tough to say. So it's just do what we can do, which is not much. I mean, it's possible I could build this deck just with no companion and then just play Baubles also for these channelers, but I think we're going to be able to turn on Delirium reasonably consistently here. I just need any burn spell to turn it on. Problem is they're just going to put in a Batterskull. Okay. And of course they have planes. Jeez. I get to Surveil too. Okay. I like that. Yeah, the Surveil too is so massive. It's like another prowess ability. I wonder if I should just cut Bomat Courier as well and just play 2 more spells because, I mean, it's essentially a prowess creature. I think I want to put Bolt in the yard. That way I can just Delirium guaranteed, even though it's a good draw. Yeah, now I just have 3/3 flyings. Let's graveyard this as well. I can't attack with Swift Spear again because they're going to have a Batterskull. At least they don't have black mana now. Oops, I have to attack. So they're going to put in Batterskull and then they're going to swing. I get to season Pyromancer here though. I also actually should have kept that land on top because then I draw land, play it, then play Pyromancer and draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I mean, I can still win this game, but this is going to be tough. Because I'm dealing them 6 a turn right now in the air and they're gaining 4 a turn, but they're hitting me for 4 as well. Arid Mesa, okay. Draw 2. Soulscar Mage. Soulscar Mage is good because I could shrink this. So let's just attack for 6 in the air and then play a Soulscar Mage. And now we just need to draw any burn spell to shrink this germ. I guess they could always like equip onto their Stoneforge or something, but also just building up a pretty massive board here. Could also consider next turn just getting Obosh. And then if I draw another land, I'm going to play Obosh and then these hit for 6 in the air. So that's a good way to win as well. This is looking reasonable for me, especially if they just have black spells in hand. There's a lightning bolt. Alright, I mean, that's pretty good. I think I like going... I guess I'm just going to attack. I guess I could attack with everything and then just bolt this after they block. If that's safe. They could just bounce the Batterskull and then put it back in. I think I'd rather just hit for 6 in the air and then bolt the Batterskull germ on attacks. I can also just put Obosh into my hand here, so I threaten to play it next turn rather than playing a second Soulscar Mage. I think that's actually better. Let's just get Obosh here. Okay. Not sure if I'm playing optimally here, but I think I'm playing okay. This gives me a lot of ways to win next turn, and I can shrink their germ on attacks, which makes it like very unlikely that they're going to be able to gain 4 life this turn. I guess they could kill my Soulscar Mage in response with a path or something. That would actually be bad. But then I could just block and kill the germ, which would slow them down as well. So I get to bolt, trigger prowess, and surveil a bunch. Jeez. The surveil is nice. Ragavan, it's actually good enough, right? Because I can just dash it in. I guess I can just look for a land here. That's gotta be good enough, right? Even though it's not a land for Obosh, let's just top it. See if this just resolves here. Wow, it does. I don't know how they're going to get out of this now. I think they're just dead. Bounce Batterskull, then they can put it back in, but I just can attack with everything, right? They put in a Batterskull. I can even just bolt whatever they block with. They block Batterskull on, so let's just play this to be safe. And then I'm just good. I can also just lightning bolt them. It'll basically be the same thing. It doesn't matter what I do, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it does matter. So I need to bolt the Batterskull actually. But yeah, it's pretty good. Just got wrecked by the turn 1 smallpox. We really got set back. But then we were able to just beat a Batterskull. I mean, Blood Moon went a long way. Just yield to these and they say GG. GG. Okay. I want some number of Shattering Sprees because of Stoneforge Mystic is really good against us. They can still balance Batterskull, but I still like it. Probably just want to minimally sideboard. Dart's not great. It's not terrible. Do I want like 3 Shattering Sprees? The only thing I can really kill is Stoneforge equipment, but it is critical to be able to kill Batterskull. Maybe I even just want all 4. I'm not sure. Towerfire can just kill Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe I just cut 3 darts for 3 Shattering Sprees. I like this. We also have Unholy Heat, which can just kill Germ as well. Let's just do 2. I forgot how good Unholy Heat is also. Alright, let's just do minimally sideboarding here. I don't want to have a situation where I have 2 or 3 Shattering Sprees in my hand and they didn't draw Stoneforge. I wonder if I need Kozilek's Return if they have like Core Firewalker or something. I mean, I feel like they have a lot of black cards. They have like Urborg, Smallpox. I'm sure they discarded an Ephemerate to Smallpox, so they must have Grief. So they're just like a Smallpox Grief deck. So I just want to basically have all my value. So yeah, this looks good. Let's go game 2. Having a companion is just really, really nice. I'll keep this. We get crushed by a Grief Ephemerate, but I mean, that's going to be true with like any hand from any deck pretty much. If they have that combo, it's just really good. And this has a bunch of lands and spells, so I like it in this kind of like grindy matchup where they're trying to like just get value out of cards like Smallpox and stuff. They played the Flagstones the turn after. Oh, they're on 5 cards. Blood Moon's actually pretty good against them, I think. They have a lot of restrictive mana requirements, and I don't know how many basics they actually have. I mean, they could always fetch for basic, but there's a Flagstones. Are they going to Urborg Smallpox me on 2? I wonder if I play around that by not playing Swiftspear. I don't think I need to. Just playing a little bit too scared. I mean, they have to have exactly Urborg Smallpox for me to get blown out. Yeah, they just don't have anything. They just mulled the 5. That sucks. They just had bad hands here. I am going to just dart them once. Just mana efficient. Again, not going to dart here. Not going to flashback dart almost no matter what here. Because if I just Blood Moon them, then they just are dead. I mean, this deck seems pretty strong. Oh, they're solituding? Jeez. Okay, so yeah. Are they gonna ephemerate solitude as well? Wow. Okay, so maybe they have grief and solitude. Wow, now they have a 3/2 lifelink. So they can just not cast ephemerate if they want to just leave it in exile. Well, that is insane. Yeah, then I need to find a removal spell for that. I mean, I have good cards. This Blood Moon is still probably going to kill them, but wow, that was a powerful combo. So yeah, they probably have 4 Ephemerate, 4 Grief, 4 Solitude. I wonder if they even are Grief. Maybe they're base white. They discard Skyclave Apparition? Yeah, maybe they're just a white deck. No, because they also have Smallpox. I guess they just have black and white cards. Should I fetch right now? Is it worth it to go to 18 to thin my deck by 1 and put a land in the graveyard? Yeah. I want to land in the graveyard for Delirium. Okay. They probably can't cast spells now. And then I can just Young Pyromancer to deal with the Solitude. I mean, for a 5 card hand with only one land, they did a lot. Okay, there's a Ragavan. That's actually a really good draw because I get to go cast Ragavan, cast Seasoned Pyromancer, and then still make a 1/1 and draw 2 cards. Light up the stage Bomat. Those are good cards. Okay, pass. I can also potentially just attack with everything. They probably have to trade for Ragavan. I could also just cast Light Up the Stage for 3 mana, main 1. There's a Grief. Grief Ephemerate. Oh no, they can't Ephemerate. So they can just take my Light Up, I guess. Pretty cool. They're casting all these spells without paying any mana. That looks so fun. I'm going to tell them. Yeah. Okay, so I have sorcery, creature, land, instant. Wow, nice. Just turning this on right now. So I don't want to attack with Bomat this turn anyway. I guess I do, because then if they're not blocking Ragavan, I can just dart the Solitude and then that's fine. So if they want to block Bomat and have me dart this and let me get through with this, I'm fine with it. Just attack with everything, get the Solitude out of there. Get a card under Bomat. They found it in the 5-0 leagues. Okay, sweet. All right, just let damage happen. I guess I could have waited on the Bomat, but I get to hit with Ragavan here, which is nice. And it's a Grief. I cannot cast the Grief because I only have 1 treasure right now. So let's just dart this. Channeler. And now I have an artifact in the graveyard too. Okay. We just lose the card from Ragavan, but in a great spot here. I'd have to try that deck. It looks really fun. I wouldn't play the Smallpox, but I would brew my own like Solitude, Grief, Ephemerate package. Because I thought about Grief Ephemerate and building a deck around that, but then should also have Solitude and then like cards like Tide Hollow Scholar. I'd be shocked if they don't have Tide Hollow. It's like the best black white card. Okay, Mountain. Do I just play this first? I can cast that card, so I cannot play lands. Dragonblade Channeler, I think, is just a really strong card. So I hit a land. Okay. So I can just Season Pyromancer end of their turn. They're just not going to be able to cast spells here, I assume. They're at 14, so they're not dead on board. Ragavan just giving, like, ramping you, giving you cards. It's just insane. So I can cast Ephemerate on my Seasoned Pyromancer. Jeez, just going off here. I get to Travail as well. Nice. This is sick. Let's graveyard the Ragavan since I already have one. Did they get to Ephemerate on their upkeep? It just goes to the graveyard? Oh, if you cast it from your hand. Okay, I did not cast it from my hand. Alright, well, I can't kill them because I can only put them to 1 here. Could have just not played Soulscar Mage as well. Or I could have left Ragavan to draw because it has dash in case they wrath me, but whatever. Alright, nice. This deck seemed like it worked perfectly there. I mean, that was pretty sick when the opponent just went. I mean, they mulled to 5, but Solitude Ephemerate killed 2 of my creatures, but then I still had a lot of gas after that. So the card drawing power of this aggro deck was pretty insane there. And I think the Surveil on Dragon Rage Channeler, just being able to scry for what you need, is just so good. It's like another Prowess creature that turns into a 3/3 flying. Love it. Let's go round 2. All right, welcome to round 2. Let's see what we're up against here. So many good spells here. We should keep, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep. I mean, I have so much gas. Oh, damn. Accidentally clicked mulligan. Oh, damn, I meant to keep that one too. All right, well, let's keep this 5. Do I just put back young Pyro, young Pyro? I think so. That was pretty unfortunate. Definitely in trouble here. Razor Verge. Okay. Okay, land is fantastic draw. Wondering what I should play on one. Soulscar Mage, perhaps? There's no huge rush to play these channelers. Am I just up against Heliod with a Noble Hierarch or something else? I guess we just don't know yet. They didn't reveal. It's probably Heliod because they didn't reveal Lurrus. A lot of Noble Hierarch decks could be Lurrus decks. Or it could just be some mid-range deck too, but Razor Verge Thicket? I feel like it. Oh, wow. Razor Verge Thicket Snow Island? It's just Bant Stoneforge with Razor Verge Thicket? That's interesting. I mean, I'm going to lose this game to Batterskull here, most likely. Just going to play double Channeler next turn. Wow. I am in a lot of trouble. Could have attacked before playing anything, but eh. Probably should have, because there's no way they can block with Stoneforge. They're just going to pass, put Batterskull into play. There's another land. So I can just crack one now. Again, I'm in a lot of trouble. Like, even if I Blood Moon, it's just not going to be enough at this point. Not going to attack with Bomat or anything into a Batterskull. I need to turn on these channelers. Yep. I could always attack with Bomat and then sacrifice it to draw the card before they block, but that's just a draw 1. Bomat is good in some matchups at being able to like actually draw me some cards. Oh god, they have like a Sword of Fire and Ice here. Of Light and Shadow. This is the gain 3 one. And return up to a creature from your graveyard to your hand. So they're just going to gain infinite here. I'm ready to pack it in. Sword of Light and Shadow, huh? So they're Bant creatures. I don't know. I don't think this matchup's necessarily that bad. Sword of Light and Shadow, huh? Maybe I want even more Shattering Shrews. I mean, that deck is more centered around Stoneforge Mystic than the other one. Light up the stage seems a little harder to connect, but it is pretty crucial. Lava Dart seems good. Flame Slash seems good. Tarfire is not great, but it's good for Delirium. Bomat seems bad. They're going to have a lot of creatures to be able to just block it and deal with it. Let's just side out Bomats. Could still just do 2 Shattering Spree. Don't want to be flooded on that card. Could go down, light up the stage as well. I know I said it was good, but it is a bit clunky and they're going to have a lot of blockers. Not sure what else I cut here. I would need to make 2 more cuts. Blood Moon still seems pretty good. Don't want to cut any Ragavans. Don't really want to cut removal for their Stoneforge. Dart is just so good against Noble that I think I want to leave it in. Alright, I guess it's like down to this. I can cut a young Pyromancer as well. It's a lot of gas I'm cutting. Kozilek's Return. I think I need it. Just they're gonna have either Core Firewalker or some pro red thing. I think it's nice to have return, even if it's a little situational. Don't know if I'm sideboarding correctly. Like I could take out some number of Soulscar mages to cut down on one drops to keep my spell count up, but again, it's kind of hard to get through for light up the stage, so it's hard to say. That just sucks that both of our opening hands just had no lands for our 7 and our 6 card hand. I'll keep this. If we don't hit a land, it's bad, but if we do hit a land, then this hand becomes very good. I usually like to lead Soulscar Mage before Swift Spear. So I'm just going to plan on that. They're on Mold to 6 this time. I assume they're going to keep the 6. Yeah. Just Soulscar Mage pass, see if they lead on a Noble. If they do, I might just Tarfire it and attack for 2 rather than playing a Swift Spear, assuming I don't draw land. It's kind of greedy, but keeping them down on mana is massive, so we'll see what they do here. What else can they have? Could they have like Solitude, Ephemerate, Icefang Coddle as well? I mean, I'm assuming they have Icefang Coddle, right? Like a bunch of fetch lands, snow basics, maybe a snow duel or 2, Icefang Coddle. I just don't know if they're Ephemerate as well. Probably not with Stoneforge. It's hard to have a Stoneforge package and an Ephemerate deck. It's kind of hard to find space for all that. There's Noble land. Nice. Let's go. Perfect draw. I can just use an Unholy Heat here because Tarfire can go face. But this also kills big stuff. I mean, I think they're going to have a lot of creatures. Let's just do this. Attack for 4, and this is why you play Soulscar Mage first. That does not have haste. And now if they play a Stoneforge Mystic, it's not even that bad. I just get to Unholy Heat it. Then hit for another 4. Didn't have a Lava Dart there, but that's okay. I think this was actually a snap keep, and obviously it's good we drew the land, but so much of our deck costs 1 mana that you want a lot of gas. You want to keep these land light hands. Prismatic Ending, such a good card. Blood Moon, so close, so close. They're gonna get a basic. They must have Icefang Coddle. There's like no question. I'm feeling like I'm in trouble. If I draw another land, I'll be in a reasonable spot. Because then I can just Blood Moon into Season Pyro. They get a Plains, okay. Do they have like a Snow Island or a way to get one here? Yeah. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, let's wait to see what they get because they'll probably get Batterskull, and then I just Unholy Heat the Stoneforge. I'm just gonna do it now. Yeah, if I draw a land, I'm gonna want to play a Blood Moon. Even though this is 1 less damage, I think it's worth it. So land off the top, please. Know about Batterskull in their hand. Land. Dart. Okay. I would like to get to Delirium as well for this Unholy Heat so I can kill a Batterskull eventually. We have Tribal, we have Instant right now. So we're 2 off. Oh god, is this a Jace the Mind Sculptor or something? No. It's a Teferi Time Raveler. Okay, well, I can't play any spells. But I can, like, Unholy Heat that plus dart it, attack it. So if they don't have like a path or something, I still might be in a fine spot. Then I don't have Unholy Heat for the Batter Skull that they can hardcast. Also, if they have another Prismatic Ending, I'm just wrecked. All right, let's see here. I guess I'm just going Unholy Heat to Fairy, and then Lava Dart you, attack the Fairy for 3, kill it. It's possible I should also, my brother just told me to play 4 Unholy Heat main. It's possible that that's what I should be doing, and I have to play this now because of Teferi passive. I could Lava Dart Teferi to be safe, but I do want all my damage. And actually, Flame Slash was good because I can just kill a Batter Skull Germ with it. Slow them down. No ending, please. If they just have Prismatic Ending, I'm just crushed here. Attack Teferi. Expecting them to just go land Batter Skull. Oh no. Oh, they have Path. I mean, that's still really bad. Kind of wishing I darted the Teferi now, but is what it is. This Blood Moon doesn't even really do much now that they have triple basic. So I could just Season Pyromancer. I guess I need to probably Flame Slash this Batter Skull if they cast it. I am having a little bit of trouble getting Delirium. I actually didn't have a... I need to get a bigger rental account because I had to make some concessions in deck building. Like I wanted 4 Pyromancer, but I have a big rental account, but I was actually short on my rental. So I'm gonna talk to them. All right, I can just Flame Slash this. They can plus Teferi. They could always Teferi bounce Batter Skull, recast it, which would be bad for me. All right, Arid Mesa is a good one. I actually want a land in the graveyard, so I can go Flame Slash this, then play a Seasoned Pyromancer. Just ignore the Blood Moon. Yeah. Seems good. Then I get to discard Blood Moon, get a 1/1, and then draw 2. Alright, sweet. We're still in this game. They have a Batter Skull in play, a Teferi in play, but only 1 card left in hand, and they're at 10. And I have 3 power in play. And if they just go Teferi, bounce Batter Skull, replay it, I actually have a reasonable line against that with Soulscar Mage. Yeah, they're doing that line. I have Soulscar Mage into Lava Dart on the Batter Skull to give it -1/-1 counters. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Yeah, they're just Bant mid-range. Sword of Fire and Ice makes sense. Tap land, so they have Sword of Fire and Ice, Batter Skull, and then 2 blanks. Ooh, Light Up the Stage. Light Up the Stage is strong. So I'll start with Soulscar Mage because I want the Soulscar Mage passive. And then attack. It's only if an opponent was dealt damage, but I can always just dart them if I have to. So why don't I attack both? Oh, I can't Lava Dart in combat because of Teferi. God damn it. Okay, let's just attack them. And I can always just dart Teferi. This is fine, actually. I mean, I messed up, but the Planeswalker passives like Narset and Teferi are honestly just so hard to remember, especially while I'm trying to record and talk about it. So if they chump here, I'm fine with that. I can just dart the Teferi. And then I could also just light up the stage here if they just take, which would be really nice. Okay, nice. So my line actually ended up working out okay for me. Ragavan plus Bolt, that's so good. So I kind of want to just play both of these and then I can flash back a dart killing Teferi. Do I just start with that? Start with flashback dart, kill Teferi. Because I'm gonna play both of these. I'm gonna bolt the Stoneforge and play RAGAVAN. I could also just ignore Stoneforge, but Stoneforge plus Batterskull is just too annoying to deal with. So I need to just get this out of there. That was such a good hit on that light up. So they have 2 equipment in hand. I have 3 mana and a dart in hand. Not bad. They're at 8. Oh, they have Coddle, so they can go Sword of Fire and Ice. But then they just kill one of my things, and then they're kind of just dead. I mean, they can kill my Soulscar Mage. That sucks I used my dart out of the yard, but I kind of had to because I couldn't have played any instance if they had Teferi anyway. The other one I could have done is gone dart, Stoneforge main 1, and then maybe flashback dart, and then attack Elemental at Teferi, attack Young Seasoned Pyromancer at them. That probably would have been a better line, but or Firewalker, jeez. Knight of Autumn gain 4. Okay. The good news is I can kill both of these creatures. The bad news is they have a core Firewalker in play. So they would probably just block RAGAVAN. Shattering Spree. That's actually a great draw. I am definitely fine with that. So I can just go dart, Knight of Autumn, flashback dart, Icefang Coddle, attack with everything. And then if they block RAGAVAN, they take 3, 4, 5, 6. They go to 6. And then they just have to tap out for Batterskull, and I just get to Shattering Spree it. And they still have a Sword of Fire and Ice. I'm kind of getting wrecked here. They're also going to gain 2 life. Why don't I just pass the turn? Just this core Firewalker is just crushing me. They're just going to Sword of Fire and Ice here, attack, right? I think I like my first line. Kind of sucks. I'm just in a bad spot. And of course, I can't dart this as pro red. But I feel like they probably are going to have to block the RAGAVAN. I could also... No. I was going to say I could just attack with like just this and this or something, but that doesn't really make sense. Maybe I should be just siding out some number of Blood Moons in this matchup. So they block RAGAVAN, they take 6, they go to 8. I think that's what I need to do. They just have the 2 equipment in hand. I mean, it's better for me if they go Batterskull here. If they go Sword of Fire and Ice, attack, kill one of my things. That's kind of bad for me. Did I have a turn where I could have put Bobosh into my hand and I did not? Okay, there's the Batterskull. Kill that. They have Sword of Fire and Ice plus blank in hand. And it's a land. Okay. Don't think I'm going to be able to wait because then they're going to untap with mana to be able to save Batterskull, so I need to just kill it now. Might as well just fetch, right? And just triple kill the Batterskull. I know their card in hand is a sword, so I don't think it matters, but I'll just replicate once. I guess I didn't need to fetch right now, but whatever. So they go to 9. I don't think I can, there's no reason to attack. Just pass. I can put Obosh into my hand next turn. I should always keep this out. That's what I used to do because so it's easy to forget about the companion too, especially if you're not always playing a companion deck. Have Obosh sitting off to the side here. There's the sword. Are they going to attack or just equip pass? They should probably attack. They get to draw a card. Hit me for 4 and kill something. Yeah. Especially if they have like an Ice Fang Coddle or something here. I thought about having a couple dismembers for this, but instead I just had the Kozilek's returns. Alright, they killed that. It's fine. Prismatic Ending. Yeah. Light up the stage. Alright, let's lead on that. Attack for 1. They're going to be gaining life here, but I'm definitely still going to cast this with Spectacle. Arid Mesa Swift Spear. I want to put Obosh into my hand, but I just can't, right? I have to just cast this. I guess I should have because they just get to kill this for free. Do they should still have Light and Shadow in their deck. So that's just game, right? Alright. That's enough. GG's. The first game was pretty unfortunate with our mulligans there, but that's Magic for you. See you in round 3. Alright. After getting defeated by Bant, we're 1-1. 2 Stoneforge decks for 2. I also want to play some Stoneforge decks with Cauldron Complete. I'm gonna keep this hand. They're on Yorion. Yeah, I'm still gonna keep. I'm on the draw, so I have 2 draw steps to draw a land. 17 lands left in my deck. Let's keep. They're on a mulligan. What's our odds? Yeah, I have 18 lands total. 17 divided by 53. So I have a 32% chance for the first draw step to draw land. And then I have about a 30, if I don't draw land, I'll probably have like a 33 or 34% draw chance to draw land on the second draw step. So what does that put me over the 2 turns to draw 1 land? That's above 50%, right? Vile. Okay. Play a Soulscar Mage here. Let's keep our Obosh out. And their Yorion can come hang out too. Yeah, we can go a little bit smaller so we're not taking up the entire play area here. So I would love for them to not play a blocker for this Soulscar so I can just attack and then light up the stage to hit a land. Wall of Omens. Yep. Alright, well, just gonna Flame Slash that and attack. Okay, well, we drew a land, so that was just right on time. Flame Slash that. Attack for 4. Now this draw is looking really good since we hit the land drop. We have a bunch more removal for their stuff. Can bolt their next play as long as it's not another Wall of Omens. Can dart any like Birds of Paradise type thing. And they're already at 13 from a shock and a fetch. Crazy. So they're Yorion, Wall of Omens, and they're Bant. Wouldn't be surprised if they're Stoneforge Mystic as well with Yorion. 3 for 3 Stoneforge Mystic decks? Jeez. Wow. I kind of want to go dart them, light up the stage right now. I'm going to do that. It's just so good with Prowess to play light up the stage pre-combat. This is the only downside about this compared to like Expressive Iteration. Ella Domri's call right now to try to find a combo. Okay. What do they get? They can vial something in. I just don't like Vial that much as a card. While they have Sanctifier and Vec main. Now they're putting it in. When it enters the battlefield, exile all cards that are black or red. If a black or red permanent spell or card not on the battlefield would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Sure. So they basically just get to exile my Lava Dart and then have a blocker for my stuff as well. But that's fine. I can still beat this. I'm just going to still cast Light Up the Stage. This is so much worse than like Core Firewalker. Alright, so they deal with the dart. Sure. I still get to attack for 3. And I did not play... Oh wow, it crushes Channeler. But I'm still going to play it here. Just because this is going to exile all my cards. Still good value just to play it. Then attack for 3, put them to 9. Yeah, I started to say I don't like Vial that much because now they're down to 2 cards and they just have these Vials sitting here. Yes, they had a good play there with Vial, and I understand its value, especially with Yorion and stuff, but a lot of times it's like you lose too many cards by putting Vial into play where you just don't have enough stuff to do after that. I mean, this game's definitely not over, but at the same time, like I was saying, not my favorite card. But I do understand its place in, a lot of different decks. I can still surveil with this channeler. Or they put Yorion into their hand. They can cast it next turn, but it doesn't do that much. Another land. So is thinning worth 1 life? Probably. I will also want to surveil. So let's just fetch. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to Delirium anyway with this out. Let's go Lightning Bolt you. Trigger, trigger, trigger. These have got to get moved. That's a Ragavan. I feel like that is actually good enough with dash. Let's just keep that. And then I'm just gonna attack with everything and then Seasoned Pyromancer. If they want to block Channeler, that's fine. Then I hit them to 2. And they can go land Yorion next turn, but they also need an untapped land to do that. And I do also have this Obosh at some point as well. But I'd rather Seasoned Pyromancer here. I mean, this card isn't that great against me, except that it's a 2/2 pro red. Cool to have this in your main deck as like a Eldamri's call target, though. Alright, so they're going to 3. Thought they would kill this. If they can't gain life, it's going to be rough. So I'm drawing Ragavan plus random card. Gonna get to dash in this Ragavan. Oh wow, 2 hasters. Nice. And then if you dash something in at the beginning of the next end step, it comes back. See if they vial up to 4. They do not. I guess I can put these here. I could have just moved the Surveil thing over. This card is just so insane. Like, did it really need the dash? Like, it's kind of like it's not as good as Hogak, obviously, but I mean, maybe it is in a different way. Because like, did it really need all these abilities? Like, did it need treasure and then play a card, then be a 1 mana 2/1 and have dash? Like Hogak was like essentially a 0 mana 8/8. Did it have to be an 8/8? Did you have to be able to play it from the graveyard? Did it have to have trample? Like, if it just didn't have trample, Hogak wouldn't have been as insane, or if it was, you know, a 4/3 or like just something else other than an 8/8. Okay, Canopy. Wow, they're tapping it for white mana to play Yorion. I think they're just super dead here. Oh, Solitude? Maybe not. Wow, I was not expecting Solitude. Now they can Yorion next turn. Alright, well, I just need to draw a burn spell off the top then. They have a lifelinker and a pro red creature out. Wow, Solitude is just doing work. So if I go all my creatures and they block my, 2 of my 2 power things, they go up to 5, and then they take 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. They do have to lose their Solitude though. They can't block my Bomat. Still pretty annoying though that we can't kill them. We can kill the Solitude though. And I get to exile a card off Bomat. And then they go block, block, and then go to 1. And then okay, this then they die now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they have to block here. Yeah. They were trying to keep the Solitude around for the Yorion, but I did not want that to happen. So I'm still in an okay spot, fighting through the Solitude. Solitude is much more impressive than I originally thought. Might even be the best one. Just because casting it is still really good. Okay. So they can just... Oh, they can't even cast Yorion because they can't tap Horizon Canopy. So, yeah, it's going to be rough for them. This go wide Prowess deck is pretty sweet. This has not been the quickest league for Prowess. They draw a card. And they concede. They're at 1. Yeah, nice. We don't get to see what that was unless we figure it out. Okay, nice. So they have Eladamri's Call. I don't hate Return as usual. I mean, they have that pro red creature in the main. They have Solitudes. They have probably a Core Firewalker in the sideboard that they can tutor for. Shattering Spree is also okay, but I don't think they have Stoneforge Mystic. Actually, they have a fair amount of basics. I can go down 1 Blood Moon and 1 Light Up the Stage. These can just be pretty awkward in this build. Maybe it should just be the Devoid Shock for 2 mana, as bad as that is. Just something that can... Oh, you know what it should probably be? It should probably just be Pyrite Spellbomb main. That is actually kind of sick. Because then I deal with per red things with Pyrite Spellbomb, and I put an artifact into the graveyard for Channeler. I like it. I like it. I think we just found it out. I can't forget that. I can't forget that. I like it. Let's try this. This is fine. If we see more artifacts that we care about, then we'll bring in some Shattering Sprees. But just for Vile, I don't care. All right, let's go game two. All right, game two here. In the companion battle. Let's pop these friends out. And we'll keep another one lander here. We have a light up. Noble. Do I just kill the noble? There's always the saying, bolt the bird, right? It's very tempting. See what we draw. Another light up the stage. I feel like lighting up the stage is too important for me to hit land drops, that I need to deploy a creature here. Otherwise, I would be down to bolt the bird over play a creature, but because of these, I need to start casting them to hit land drops, most likely, because I still only have like a 33 or 34% chance to draw a land next turn. So if I miss, I need to be able to attack, light up the stage, hit a land, then bolt this, because then I can start deploying way more spells. They're probably deciding if they want to shock or not. Yeah, this is exactly why I sided out of Blood Moon. All right, there's a Stone Forge. It's actually really annoying because basically means they're just gonna block here. Wow. I'm gonna try to just attack. I guess again, oh, how they're taking it. That's so good for me. They didn't want me to like bolt this and then kill this. I'm gonna get greedy and go for light up. I know they can vial something in, but I need to hit lands. So I basically have to hit on this. Okay, nice. All right, now I'll just kill the Stone Forge. I guess I'm just using Tarfire. And I have instant sorcery land tribal. Would they get Batterskull? They could just cast it, but then I can just unholy heat the germ. Okay, well that was good for me that they did not block. And I have this Swift Spear that I can cast next turn if I choose, but I guess there's no rush on the second light up the stage, but I would like to continue to hit land drops. All right, I feel like this is just going to be a Batterskull. Almost certainly. Yeah. So they are a Stoneforge deck as well. Okay, land is fantastic. So again, I do have Delirium, right? Tribal plus instant plus land plus sorcery. So I can deal 6 damage. So let's go cast Swift Spear, land. Do I just cast another Swift Spear right now? I could always dash this in later. Yeah. Unholy Heat doing work. Guess I can yield to these. I'll go over some changes that I would make to the deck after just playing a couple games with it here. And we hit the lands just in time. It's kind of sketchy, but light up the stage got there. We're hitting them down to 11. I guess if they have land, they just get to go land, equip noble, attack for 6. That's kind of a problem. But like, what else can I do, really? If they don't have a land, I kind of need them to not have a land here. Seeing how they fetch so aggressively for basics, I'll probably even take out one more Blood Moon. Okay, they had it, so they're just going to equip Batterskull now. I'm in trouble, just like that. I'll probably just go hard cast, light up the stage. Yeah, 6 power lifelink just with 2 nobles in the batter scroll. Okay, there's a land. Let's just go light up. Also, I guess if I find burn spells, I can just shrink this noble, but they could always equip onto the other one. Oh wow, Flame Slash. That's actually just insane, right? I can just Flame Slash this, and then they could equip attack. But that's just, I think, what I want to do. I can also attack with everything here. And it takes their entire turn to re-equip here. And then if they do, this noble dies. Could also have an extra Flame Slash or two in the sideboard over the Kozilek's turns, but those have a very specific purpose. But I really do like Pyrite Spellbomb. Triggers Prowess, Artifact for Delirium. Like 2 Pyrite Spellbomb in the main over the Bomat Couriers seems like an easy swap. Opponent is in disbelief at this. Oh wow, Evoke Solitude, kill one of my things. Are they gonna? Oh no, they're not targeting their own noble, are they? No, they're targeting a Soulscar Mage. Oh, I thought about playing Soulscar Mage first. Jeez. So now I just don't kill the noble. I don't get -1/-1 counters on it, I mean, which sucks. I have to attack still. Now still in trouble. I wonder if playing Soulscar Mage there was the correct line. I mean, they were tapped out. I don't think so. Wow. Still unfortunate mistake. They get Sword of Fire and Ice. So I am gonna bring in probably like 2 or 3 even Shattering Sprees. Probably 2. Because we are losing this game. I was gonna say Unholy Heat here would be great. I think I'm just putting Obosh into my hand. Playing Ragavan or Blood Moon just doesn't do anything. Okay. I mean, if they just attack with the noble that's equipped, I'm just going to go to 2, let them gain 6, and try to somehow win the long game, but I doubt that can happen. Oh, wait, they got a sword, right? Oh, I'm just dead on board. All right. Just wasn't thinking. All right, Blood Moon coming out. Shattering Sprees coming in. I guess I don't even hate 3 of them. Maybe I don't need Kozilek's return. I mean, Light Up the Stage was obviously fine there, but it is a little bit sketchy against all their creatures. Oh, Bomats just need to come out. Yeah, for sure. Should I just go 4 Shattering Spree, or should I bring 1 Light Up the Stage back in? I mean, I can just kill a Vial and stuff, and have more Shattering Sprees. Being able to kill their equipment is just so massive. Maybe against Stoneforge decks, I'm just supposed to bring in all 4, and they also have Vial. I still like 2 Blood Moon because there is draws if they're like light on lands that they're gonna like fetch, get a tap duel, and then get a basic, and then Blood Moon still screws them. Maybe they have a noble, I kill it. So there's still a lot I can do. All right, let's go game 3. All right, game 3 here, the turning point in the league. Do I advance to 2-1 or do I fall down to 1-2? Massive game for us here. All right, this hand looks perfect. And actually does look very good. I guess I just fetch on 1. Just thin my deck, get the land in the graveyard, and then Channeler go. Set up for this, light up the stage. We also have a Shattering Spree that I could just kill a Vial with if they play it. Alright, well, just gonna bolt that. Get to Surveil as well. Swiss Spear. I was gonna Channeler to double Surveil, but I think I would rather Swiss Spear get in for more damage. That was a fantastic draw as well. I can light up the stage next turn. Yeah, this is insane. They had to take 2 as well. I get to Surveil and Prowess. So much value out of a Lightning Bolt. Can I not have this right here? Alright. How good is extra land on top? I mean, I don't even know if I need it. Because I might be able to just find lands off light up the stage, and I want more gas. It doesn't turn on this faster, but putting it on top doesn't either. I think I'm just going to graveyard the land. You might think that's greedy, but I think it's actually pretty good. And I'm able to go Channeler into attack, light up the stage, double Surveil into light up the stage, which is just so good. Yeah, I like bottoming that land. Stoneforge Mystic. Wall of Omens. That's fine. I have instant land in the yard right now. Soulscar Mage. Alright, let's attack with both. And then just light up post-combat, and then just play a Channeler most likely. Oh, do I need to play this first to double Surveil? Kind of like that, because most likely I'm going to play it anyway. So yield to these. Flame Slash. I really want Flame Slash on this board, but putting a sorcery in the yard is so good. I guess I'm already putting a sorcery in the yard. Yeah, we're just topping. Because then I can just, next turn, cast this Flame Slash, kill the Wall of Omens. I guess they also probably have Ephemerate as well. Okay, well, I could just kill it now while they can't Ephemerate. I guess I'm just playing a Soulscar Mage and then playing this next turn, though. And then I just need to surveil a creature into my yard to turn these on. They've been a little bit slow, but they're still like kind of like a Delver where it could flip fast, but most likely it flips in a turn or two, and then it's just a 1-mana 3/3 flying. But whenever you cast it, oh wow, they have the Solitude. Why are they playing it right now? They think I'm gonna Flame Slash? Kill Dragon Rage Channeler? I'm just playing Soulscar Mage. They didn't want me to surveil again or something? I don't know. I can play this next turn. They're down to 13. They shock. Wow. They play the pro red thing? No. Yeah, I figured it was Skyclave Apparition. I just couldn't remember the name. Kill the Soulscar Mage. And this is where Shattering Spree is really bad. When they just didn't draw any artifacts. I think I'm supposed to Flame Slash. I guess I want to fetch first. I mean, this gives me a 1/1, but the 0/4 is kind of annoying. And I have a lot more removal that kills this rather than this. I guess if they blink this, it's just too bad for me. Let's just surveil here. Soulscar Mage, let's graveyard that. That way I can turn this on. I get a 1/1, put Obosh into my hand. And sure, they're going to block the Swift Spear, but I don't think I need to stay back. And then if I just draw a land, I get to attack for 6 in the air with my Channeler by playing Obosh. And having a Shattering Spree is just nice insurance against like a Stoneforge Mystic. Although they likely will get one attack with their Battle Scroll, but might be too slow. They have 3 cards in hand. Is this going to be a put Yorion into their hand? They go to 7. They get basic, I assume. Probably Forest. No, but they play another Wall of Omens. So land off the top is just great for me because then I can just Obosh, hit for 6 in the air, as long as they don't have a path. Nice. Pretty straightforward. They're going to go to 1, or do they have path? I guess they could also path Obosh. Oh, they have Coddle, but it does not have Death Touch. Wow. Pretty bad Coddle if I ever seen one. I don't want to go to 1. Obosh is also essentially just attacks as a 6/5 because it deals double damage because it's odd. Are they going to go to 1? Wait to turn this on? That can't be right. They have to chump. I mean, it's a really bad position for them, but yeah. 3 cards in hand. They still have Yorion and Companion Zone, so there's no way I get Yorion here. If they go land Batterskull, I just crush that. Swords don't really do anything either. Vial is a dead draw. Lands are not great for them. There's Vial, okay. Ephemerate? No, they would have played that first. 3rd Wall of Omens out of an 80 card deck. Wow. So they can chump an Obosh and go to 1 if they don't have path. Seasoned Pyromancer. Do I want the 1/1 token, or do I want to just Shattering Spree the Vial? I think I'd rather Shattering Spree. Trigger Prowess. Let's replicate 0 times. I get to Surveil as well. Nice. I just want to play Seasoned Pyro pre-combat. Another Seasoned Pyromancer. I mean, probably is good enough to keep on top, just in case something happens. I mean, I could go for the win this turn, but I like it. Still going to cast this because my second card down could be like a burn spell that I want to draw. I mean, maybe I should have, again, just gone for something else, but I think drawing Seasoned Pyromancer this turn to play next turn, if there is next turn, is just so good. Path? Okay. So they're going to make me shuffle my library. Honestly, that's fine. Should I just say no? Not get a land to guarantee draw Seasoned Pyromancer? Honestly, now, because now they're only taking 3, going to 4, I probably should not take a land. I don't really need another land. Just not going to use the ability. Draw the other Season Pyro. Oh, Blood Moon actually might be really good here. Could attack because I can just bolt one of these. I don't know. There's no way. They're just gonna block. They're gonna block. I mean, Wall of Omens doesn't do anything else really other than block. Now, if they go land, they get to draw 3 cards with their Wall of Omens off that Yorion. Now this Blood Moon might be reasonable though. If I can walk them out of green spells. Oh, they can't Yorion this turn. What am I saying? Forgot you have to pay the companion cost. And they need another snow permanent as well. 4th Wall of Omens? Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. They're at 4. They likely are going to chump here. They have a Batter Skull, though, they can put into play next turn. This is close. Wonder if I'm also just supposed to Season Pyromancer. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to Blood Moon. Shattering Spree, it's actually a good one. Just gives me insurance against the Batter Skull. I'll just attack with just the Channeler. I don't think there's a reason to attack with anything else. And then just play Blood Moon. Ice Fang Calls without Death Touch. Again, just so much worse. I get to Surveil here as well. Monkey. I don't think I actually want a Ragavan here. They're just going to put in Batterskull off Stoneforge Mystic. It's just Graveyard. And pass the turn. Yeah, having the Shattering Spree is just really nice. Now they can't cast green spells. They only have single blue. And they only have single white as well. Red, red, red. Sword. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, so they're going to put in Batterskull end of turn. Sure. Unholy Heat. All right, well now I can just Unholy Heat the Stoneforge and then just replicate, kill Batterskull and Sword of Fire and Ice. I like it. Because if they don't put in Batterskull here, they're just in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Played right into it, huh? I guess that's why you have 4 Shattering Sprees. Let's leave that on top. It's a good one to draw. And I guess I just replicate the full amount because I can't play any more spells anyway. So replicate 3 times. And then top. And then go sword, Batterskull, sword. I don't know if I might have clicked too fast. This one's targeting sword. This one's targeting sword. Batterskull, Batterskull. So they're still not dead. Because they can just go block, 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 go to 1. But I'm drawing an Unholy Heat. And they don't have good mana. And I have a 3/3 flying. Yeah, the flying is massive. Ephemerate, sure. It's a Desperation Ephemerate. Looks like we're going to get there. Advance a 2-1. We'll see. Are they going to try to crack fetch? Oh, they're saying GG's. GG's. This deck can grind. I always like thought like these like red Obosh decks, they're like prowess, they're like aggro decks, but it's like, kind of like mono red Jund because you're just like a mid range deck that can draw a lot of cards, that can value them. Ragavan can draw cards. You get the free Obosh. You have light up the stage. Um, so you have a fair amount of card advantage. The old decks also had Bone Crusher Giant, which I'm playing more cheap spells instead. But yeah, kind of like mono red mid range, mono red Jund, mono red Obosh. Just sweet. 2-1. Let's go round four. All right. Round four, we're 2-1. Would you like to play first? Yes. Let's reveal our companion. This hand looks great. This is just a classic mono red prowess hand. No companion for our opponent. Maybe we'll have a faster game this time than in the past. Plains, huh? Non-stop plains decks? Wow. Surprising. I mean, I don't want to just bolt their face. Because then I just essentially bolt them for 5. Have an Unholy Heat. It's pretty tempting to get in for the damage, but I think I'm just not. Versus planes, like they could be blue. Oh wow, they might be the new. There's like a replenish that's 1 white, 1 colorless. Suspend 2, which is and then it has no mana cost and it's replenish, and then you can play like cast out and shark typhoon and stuff. I'm wishing I bolted them. I bet you that's what they're on. And it's usually blue white control. This might just be Enchantress. Okay. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. They have literally 2 basics. Are you serious? Are you serious? Wow. Another lightning bolt. So if I go bolt bolt, that's 6 damage. Well, each one's 5, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I can't quite kill, so I'm just gonna go Blood Moon and then just try to kill next turn. This is still a really good draw from us. Just a little bit short for the turn 3 win here. If this Unholy Heat was like something that could, I would have obviously had to Unholy Heat my own creature, but I don't have Delirium. But if Unholy Heat was something that could go face, we could have just won there. It was like another Tarfire. Oh wow, this is a non. It's not. That's not an enchantment though. That's pretty aggressive playing Setessan Champion. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, they're just super dead then. Does it matter what I do? If I bolt them for 9, both my things are just massive. They chump 1, then they would survive. But if I just bolt this, then they die, right? Or is that wrong? I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if it was lethal too. I think this is more damage actually because each of these are gonna be 4. Yeah, this is 1 more damage this way. So this is just Xaxes, turn 4 win with a Blood Moon. They have so many basics though. What? Well, I'll probably side out like 2 Blood Moons. I don't really have enchantment hate, just artifact hate. I don't really have anything for this matchup. I don't even know if Kozilek's return is going to be that great. I can just do something like this. Just side in some Molten Rains. I think I want to keep all my creatures. I think I want to keep my relics. I don't think Shattering Spree does anything. I don't think I really want Kozilek's return. Having a couple Blood Moons is fine. They could have just randomly had a bunch of their basics. They probably have Utopia Sprawl as well. Maybe Blood Moon is just bad. just Molten Rain's just a better card. All right. I feel like they're just gonna get so many forests against me, especially if they saw Blood Moon. Just they're just gonna have basics and Blood Moon's not gonna do anything. This hand's not very good, but I think I'm supposed to keep it. We have a companion, so we have a lot to do with our mana still. We have good spells. Utopia Sprawl. Yep. Okay, land was the word. Oh, I should have fetched. Damn, that was a mistake. Definitely needed a thin there. It's a Tessin champion. Oh, presence. Okay. Okay, well, kept land heavy hand and just got punished. I mean, I also slightly misplayed by not thinning, but we're gonna lose this game. I'm almost sure. Turn 2 Enchantress Presence is insane. We have just no way to deal with like what they're doing. They also likely have Solitary Confinement in their deck, which I just think we just can't beat if they just cast it. So there's that's something. Dragon Rage Channeler. Alright, well I think am I just putting Obosh into my hand right now? I mean, playing Channeler, I can hit for more damage. I can put Obosh into my hand next turn, I suppose. It's just annoying. This draw just did not work out. Could have just mulliganed, I guess. Maybe I want to keep only more aggressive hands in this matchup. It's just weird that they have Setessan Champion. Doesn't seem that good to me. But Abundant Growth, draw 3, Ancestral Recall for 1 green does seem pretty good. And there's the Solitary Confinement. So you have Shroud, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Sure, I have 8 cards in hand. Maybe they somehow accidentally lock themselves out of the game. I guess I could have cast a bolt and surveilled or something, but I didn't. I just don't think I have any outs. Like with double presence, they're so likely to be able to go off that it just doesn't even matter. Again, this says prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. This card's actually pretty insane. So we're dead in this game as long as they don't fizzle and just lock themselves out with no enchantments in hand. But I think their deck is all enchantments, so any win con, and I'm about ready to concede here. They're just trying to tap. They're trying to play a 4-drop. Destiny Spinner. I guess that's technically a win con. They really just have Destiny Spinners? And they just have them after side as well? I mean, I guess it's a 2-mana 2/3. It's not that bad. Just, it is kind of surprising, I guess. On thin ice. Okay. I think I'm just going to concede at this point. I think they're not going to fizzle with double presence out. So it's just a matter of time. Yeah, I can kill these, but... Okay, so that's their win con. I could just play all the Molten Runes because they have On Thin Ice. Yeah, let's just do that over Blood Moon. They have On Thin Ice, they have Abundant Growth, they have Utopia Sprawl. So Molten Rune just seems like so much better to me. I guess I can hope if they go for too early of a Solitary Confinement, I can walk them out with like Molten Rains or something by killing lands. This is a lot of lands as well, but at least I have 2 creature threats this time. Obosh just like pops his head out. He's like, I'm here. Don't forget about me. I like having it as a visual reminder though. Yep. Sprawl. Unholy Heat. I think I will Lava Dart them here. Get in for 1 and then 4. I'll probably just put Obosh into my hand next turn if I draw like a random land or something rather than cracking Sunbait Canyon. There's Presence. Okay, they're setting up. Another Unholy Heat. Okay. So yeah, Solitary Confinement is definitely going to be a problem. No Molten Rain from us yet. Abundant Growth, sure. They don't even really need to play Confinement yet. I hope they play a creature that I can kill. Sterling Grove. I guess their Destiny Spinners make sense. They can't be countered and they have Shroud with this. That's a pretty good combo. I do want to be able to Obosh next turn, but I think I'm just going to draw a card because maybe I find a way to kill them. Not really sure. There's another land. Let's just bolt them. So I can attack for 4, put them to 6, or I can dart them. I think I'm just going to dart them. Put them to 3, and now they just need Solitary Confinement to not die. Then maybe I can draw like a Molten Rain for this and lock them out if they can't cast spells. And then they would just, I guess then they can crack Sterling Grove and do stuff. Setessan Champion. Okay. Well, they're just dead, right? Because this does not have Shroud. I can just double Unholy Heat this attack with both. They got stuck on lands here. I mean, this deck is a little bit slow for this matchup. They have like Destiny Spinners and stuff against the control decks. And then when we just let a 1-drop into 1-drop and just classic prowess to them, that was pretty good. I mean, they do have the win con of just, I guess they need to like resolve like a draw spell, like either champion or presence, and then play solitary confinement. But this just seems like it's too slow for modern. I mean, it is a win con and a draw engine all in one. So it wins like by itself plus solitary confinement, but it's a 3-mana 1/3. That's sketchy for modern. All right, 3-1. Let's try to 4-1 this league. Let's go. See you in round 5. All right, 3-1. Welcome to round 5. Let's reveal our companion. Opponent does not have one. 0 land hand here. Let's try to 4-1 this thing. Let's go. We haven't played against Urza's Saga deck once. It's kind of crazy. And we haven't had many turn 1 Ragavans, only in match 1, game 1, right? We just haven't been drawing Ragavan that much. I still think it is good, and I think it's pretty good in this deck too. I just think we haven't drawn it much. Mulligan. Alright. There's the turn 1 Ragavan. Let's get greedy and just put back Mountain. We're on the draw though. Cavern of Souls human or merfolk? Human. Means this is probably not getting through. Oh, Bolt is nice though. I'm not going to bolt the bird again, and I'm going to play a Ragavan because then I might be able to connect with it. And then light up the stage, which seems great. Because like if they just play one creature here, And I get to go bolt that attack. Seems great. If they like champion plus another creature, could be annoying, but no. Champion plus Thalia, maybe? No. Okay, Thalia's Lieutenant. That is also pretty bad. But now if I draw a second removal spell here, this actually gets pretty good. Like if I can draw Dart, this is nice. Because then I get a treasure. I could even light up the stage this turn. Dart off the top. No. Do I have to just trade Ragavan for Lieutenant? I think I do. Lightning Bolt, the champion, attack with Ragavan, and then play a land. They're gonna trade here. I know this is like another champion though, where this gets bigger with every human they play, so they might not. Oh wow, they're not blocking. Horizon Canopy off the top. So let's just go. I could crack this treasure to light up the stage, but I think I'd rather just. I might want to double light up the stage here. All right, let's do it. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more hits in. I'm glad I didn't play land. Light up, light up. And there's Unholy Heat Bolt. Nice. I can play all these. I can basically play all these cards next turn. So now I need them to just not do anything too crazy, but I feel like if they had Thalia, they would have played it. Maybe not. Maybe they were trying to play Thalia's Lieutenant first. In my graveyard, I have instant sorcery land, Noble Hierarch, trigger Thalia's Lieutenant, attack for 4, or just. Oh, is this a. No, they can't play. Okay, Meddling Mage, name Unholy Heat or Bolt. That's annoying. And then they can attack for 5. Oh, they name Unholy Heat. So I can still bolt the Lieutenant here. I guess I can bolt the Meddling Mage. Oh, then I can't Unholy Heat this. I see, I see. But I'm gonna get another hit in with Ragavan. And if I bolt this, let's see what I draw. Swiss Spear. They're at 18. So yes, Lieutenant is really bad for me. But I think my line is play Swiss Spear, play Mount. Oh, I'm going to play this mountain regardless. So play Swiss Spear, bolt the Meddling Mage, and then just Unholy Heat this because I don't have Delirium. And then I can swing and hit with Ragavan. Bolt this, Unholy Heat this, and then I'm swinging for a lot of damage. Guaranteed hit with Ragavan. Get a treasure. But yeah, I don't have Delirium. 3 card types. This is still pretty reasonable here. I get to hit for 5. This is a problem, but maybe I can draw another Unholy Heat. Actually, have Delirium. I just need one more card type. It's another land. Okay. So now I just pass. Close game here. Close game. Just really depends what they have in hand. Land is kind of scary, actually. If they play 2 spells here, it's really bad for me. They could also have Sanctum Prelate now, huh? Reflector Mage, bounce Ragavan or Swiss Spear. Either way, I might just end up discarding it to Seasoned Pyromancer because it's going to take so long to redeploy. Maybe I can get there with Obosh plus burn spells or something. Reflector Mage bounce the Ragavan. Ragavan's not even doing that much anyway. So they attack for 5. Okay. Again, because of Reflector Mage ability, I cannot replay this turn. So I am tempted to discard it. I think I'm going to go Seasoned Pyromancer, discard Ragavan plus Mountain, see what I draw. I also get the 1/1, which is a nice chump blocker. Lava Dart, okay. Okay. So I can go land Soulscar Mage, use the treasure to dart something, and then flashback dart. But I can also just wait till next turn or just leave up dart, which I think I like best. I think I can just pass the turn here. I'm pretty safe. They might also try to attack, and then I could have dart, flashback, dart, and then I trigger prowess twice and have 2 big blockers for something, and I'm putting -1/-1 counters on their attackers. So that's a decent line. Metally Mage, another Reflector Mage. Another copy of Reflector Mage. That's bad for me. All right, let's let it resolve. They're gonna bounce Soulscar Mage, I assume. Yeah. Trigger Thalia's Lieutenant. Sucks. So what if I go Dart Dart? I think I'd rather just not do anything here. Just let this happen. Kind of want to leave the treasure sitting there for now. They just attack with this. I think I'm chumping with Elemental. Okay, they're attacking with this as well. I do really need to find Unholy Heat here. I can go dart this, flashback dart this, and then this is trigger prowess twice. I think that's the line. I can kill both of these creatures here, right? Let me double check this. Dart this, put a oh no, I don't put -1/-1 counters on it. Still might be okay. Might get to trade for like their team. So let's go. Let's say I dart this, block with Seasoned Pyromancer. Then I have to trade it. Don't really like that. What about? Yeah, darting their creatures isn't that great without Soulscar Mage in play. What about going Dart Noble, flashback Dart on Noble? Just Swift Spear, eat the Reflector Mage, Elemental, chump the Thalia's Lieutenant. Alright, that's the line. I like that. I guess I should have blocked first. Maybe not. Let's just see what happens. Could also take the 5, go to 3, then have a chump blocker for later, which I like. These Reflector Mages were pretty annoying for me to deal with. Maybe going to 3, and then I'd have to Mantis Rider though. So I could double block Thalia's Lieutenant, chump Reflector Mage, and then they can trade this for Seasoned Pyro or Swift Spear. It's actually better line, I think. It's like eat their bigger creature. I can just take 2. Yeah. All right, I like this. Then they just kill my Swiss Spear, and I trade for the Lieutenant. Yeah, this is good. This is the best line. Is Ragavan worth? I'm gonna set your first league with this build. I haven't drawn it much. That seems pretty solid. Still kind of in the testing mode. Oh god, something I can't cast. That is brutal. Alright, let's pass. Obviously don't have attacks. Mantis Rider is really bad for me. But I do get to play double Soulscar Mage, and then if I draw lands, I can just Obosh after that, which is really good. All my stuff except for my token gets doubled. I think Ragavan is worth. I think it's just such a strong card. Another Reflector Mage? Wow. Bounce the Seasoned Pyromancer. That is pretty aggressive, honestly. I think I'm just gonna go to 2. No, let's just block 1, go to 4. I need a burn spell here with these to go with these Soulscar Mages. Swiss Spear. I'm in trouble. Because I can't even triple block something. So I have to just go chump chump. Oh, I'm in trouble. I guess an attack for them is pretty sketchy because I could go fetch Bolt. So if they play something, I'm gonna like think for a second. Not a Thalia. Oh, Mantis Rider, kill me. All right, they're gonna attack with everything now. All right. So if I triple block, I just triple chump, I go to 1, and then I'm just dead. All right, they got me. This matchup can be tough for Prowess just because they have things that get really massive like that. Kind of like just not sideboarding. I mean, I can leave in Blood Moon and bring in a couple Shattering Sprees to kill Vials. Bomat seems bad, actually. I forget about Bomat because it's all the way down there. Light of the Stage also seems kind of bad. But maybe it's just worth it because this is kind of a grindy matchup. All right, let's do this. Blood Moon plus Shattering Spree combo on Vial is pretty nice. Just lock them out of playing spells, and they might even side out Noble because I'm a Lava Dart deck. Just really depends how they play it. Because if I'm able to like dart their champions and stuff, it's such a big difference. All right, game 2, we got this. All right, game 2, would you like to play first? Yes. Let's reveal our companion. It's not keeping this. Now it's interesting. I'm pretty sure I'm leading Ragavan over Soulscar Mage. It just seems so much better. I think Ragavan is just really good, honestly. They mulligan to 6. It's like just the fact, even not counting the card that you can cast off their library, the fact that a 1 mana 2/1 that when it hits them you make a treasure that ramps you. Like if I hit with Ragavan on 2, I have 3 mana on turn 2 and I played a 2/1. And it's so much better than that because it also gives you card advantage. It's just pretty insane. I guess we'll see if it's good. Noble Hierarch, please. I guess any 1-drop I'm fine with. Just gonna kill that. I guess I can start by attacking. Is Ragavan is a Asmore a human? The 0 mana cost thing. Guess I'm gonna play this no matter what. So I'll play it, attack. I guess I could have played Soulscar Mage first, but whatever. Get a treasure. I've only hit lands so far, but it's kind of to be expected. Let's just Shattering Spree this. Play a Soulscar Mage, keep my treasure around. And then I just have more removal for their creatures. I think this game is going to be real tough for them here. Just on the play with a Ragavan backed up by a bunch of removal spells. They only have one land, yeah. They were also on a mulligan to 5, right? So I guess it doesn't really count as testing. I could dart them, but I would much rather just save dart. If anything, I'm just going to go attack with both, make a treasure, and then just put Obosh into my hand. And then I have like so much mana on turn 4. Thalia. I mean, yes, my spells cost more to play, but I also get a 2/1. I could also just ignore it. I feel like it's good enough. Pretty funny that I'm playing Athalia, but oh, I need to use a treasure to play it. Maybe it isn't worth it then. I'm just gonna get an Obosh. Thalia is a pretty funny one. Now I've hit, I think, 3 lands and a Thalia out of all 4 hits with Ragavan this match. They did hit a land, but it's a waterlogged grove. Thalia. Yeah, that is fine. So I have to spend 2 mana to kill it, but that's fine too. Trigger Prowess, hit with both. Can't play Obosh this turn. I'm just making so many treasures while I'm like just hitting them for a bunch of damage. Seems good. Noble I will cast. Not going to cast anything else yet. Yeah. They run a multi-5 versus a pretty good draw from us in the matchup. I don't think I want Kozilek's Return either. I guess it can be decent, but a lot of their things don't die to it. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. Just 2 Shattering Sprees. Do I want to take one out now? For anything? Not really. I think 2 is a fine number here. All right. For all the marbles, the 3/2 or the 4/1. Let's go. We're on the draw, which is just so massive in this matchup. All right. Not mulling this hand. This hand looks great. Now do I lead on Channeler to start surveilling? I think I do. They kept 7. That's so lucky. Do they have Vile? Or Noble? If they have Noble, I think I'm actually just going to dart it. Champion. Okay, well, I think I might also just dart that right now too, just to be safe. Unholy Heat. I do want to start surveilling for sure, but I also didn't want to let the champion start growing. Noble? If they don't have, oh, they do have a land, but it's an island. I mean, I don't hate going Sunbait Canyon, Ragavan, Channeler, and then flashback dart on Noble, because that way I get to surveil one with Channeler. I lose an instant from the yard right now, but then I have a Ragavan that I can hit and start making treasures with. Alternatively, I can double Channeler and then flashback dart. That might be a little more greedy even, because again, hitting with this is so good. All right, let's do that. Let's go Channeler, Ragavan, flashback dart. Kind of a bold 7 to keep in the Lava Dart matchup. I guess I go flashback dart right now. And then play Ragavan. Surveil 1. Keeps putting it here. Let's bottom this. I just want to find a land. Let's graveyard it. And then let's Ragavan. So I have land, creature in the yard. And I have 2 instants in my hand. I can surveil more. They have nothing left. Wow. And I draw land. That's nice. Had it the whole time. I guess I'm going just Swiss Spear, attack with everything, and then make a treasure, and then just play another Channeler pass with my treasure up, most likely. Ancient Zera, exile their land. I really hate Lava Dart. Well, yeah, it's pretty good in this matchup. Really good in the matchup. Just really turn this game on its head. Just a one, like a 1 mana 2-for-1. And I still have Bolt and Unholy Heat up. No Delirium yet, but I have double surveils on every spell now. I think Ragavan is worth. I think it's worth. I think it's really good. This island fuck my game, yeah. That'll happen. Just saying that the draws didn't line up well. I mean, the matchup is close, but just the way the draw worked out in game 3 was rough. I mean, so. Oh, they have 3 pro red creatures in hand. Or Firewalker. Or the other one. Maybe the new one. Oh, yeah, the Sanctifier. I think this is just game now, though. I think this card is great because essentially it has prowess, but instead of getting +1/+1, you surveil 1, which is in a way better. And becoming a 3/3 flying can be better than these as well. So it's just another really, really solid 1-drop. I know Aspiring Spike was also playing a mono red Phoenix build with, I think, Channeler, both prowess creatures. There's just saying GG's. Both prowess creatures and no Ragavan, and I'm more the mid-range Obosh deck. So wow, nice. 4-1 the last 2 leagues I played, 1 Pauper, and now Modern. Pretty sweet. Deck felt solid, felt really good. Bomat Courier felt like garbage. First, let me just say thank you for watching the league. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time playing, but like I said, I wanted to make some changes. So I think what I would do is I would go cut Courier, and then we would go Pyrite, Spellbomb, see if I own any. I do own 2. I think 2 in the main is a good amount of cards to have. Kozilek's Return just doesn't seem as great in this build as in others. So I'd probably like have a couple more spell bombs. I think this is likely the Carless damage card that I want. People seem to have a lot of pro red creatures in the main as well. Um, and was I gonna make another change? I think the other change I wanted to make was adding another Unholy Heat, which I also don't own. So it's telling me to update my versions with different versions, but I'm gonna buy these because I want it for Pauper anyway. Let's get the fourth Unholy Heat in. This sideboard is like super straightforward, but should I, or maybe three Unholy Heat is actually the correct number. I also kind of liked the one Flame Flash. The one Tarfire wasn't great, but I think it is good with the channelers. This was really nice, but I think having another sorcery rather than the fourth Unholy Heat is worth. Even though this card is good, we only have what? We only have five sorceries, right? Everything, all our other spells are instants. Um, so the Flame Slash helps turn on Unholy Heat and helps turn on Channeler. And then we have these two as artifacts. One, they cycle, they're kind of slow, but they're really good against the pro red creatures. And then just having two main creates a little more space in the sideboard. So maybe I would just run this for the next league. Yeah, I mean, having the 16 one drop, I guess I should also put these should go right here. Having 16 one drop creatures that are all really good, I think is where you want to be. And Ragavan was great. Yeah, maybe I'll just record another league with this at some point soon. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching again. Subscribe to my channel if you like my content. You want me to make more content. Throw a like on this video, helps me out. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the deck. That was a sweet 4-1. Shout out to the sponsor of this podcast, Card Hoarder. Thanks so much for the rental account. And like I said, I'm gonna message the contact at Card Hoarder, see if I can get a little bit bigger of a rental account so I can just show off even more cool decks, which would be awesome. So thank you so much to them. This deck is sweet. They allowed me to make this video. Go check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.